It's Madonna, like you've never seen her before, on stage, on the road, behind the scenes, and in bed.
I'll see y'all
Hi guys, welcome to the J Zone. Tonight we're going to dive into Madonna's 1991 documentary, Truth or Dare. Give the fan. This may become a video trademark eventually, as I get hot very easily. So just so you know, this is Madonna's birthday month. Her birthday was last week. I previously did Desperately Seeking Susan and Who's That Girl, so check those out if you haven't already seen them. And tonight's film is Truth or Dare, the 1991 documentary that chronicles her 1990 highly anticipated blockbuster tour, Blonde Ambition. Now, my best friend got to attend this show back in 1990, so let us know if you'd like to do a video, for us to do a video with him and me talking about it. He's a little bit older than I am, not by much, but we saw it. And so, yeah, it's nice to know somebody who actually did attend that tour. And of course, I've seen it many times. So, this was directed by Alex Kirshon. If you see me looking down, I have my Forever Trustworthy Notes. This released by Miramax. This grossed $29 million on a budget of $4.5 million. So, I think that's pretty good. It was successful. And this was the highest grossing documentary I read until Bowling from Columbine in 2002. I also saw that documentary, and that is pretty good, of course. Now, this feature documentary chronicles her Blonde Ambition tour and what's going on in her life behind the scenes. And the concert footage is all in color, glorious color. It's very beautifully shot. I can't remember where those films were filmed at. If you know, drop it below. And everything behind the scenes is filmed in black and white. We of course get to meet her dancers. At least she has 7 dancers. We see her backup singers, the lovely Donna DeLore and Nikki Harris, who I miss them dearly. Hopefully they reunite one day. And this tour was in 1990, so this is after her highly successful Like a Prayer album. And of course, that had some controversy with the music video. And she did a commercial for Pepsi, which you may or not know, which was eventually axed after they saw the video. So there was a whole bunch of controversy after that. And in 1990, she starred in the film Dick Tracy with then boyfriend Warren Beatty. And Vogue, which is the single from that album, which she released right before this tour. And so that took on, of course, that was a #1 hit. It was worldwide, Vogue. And so we get to meet a lot of her dancers and see them. They later did their own documentary, Strike a Pose, which I did see and enjoyed. Saw that several years ago on Netflix. And so Madonna actually was nominated for a Razzie for Worst Actress for this film. So I know she's been nominated several times. I think she's won a couple of times. I'm not sure. So I actually saw this movie. Well, I first heard about this movie. I became a Madonna fan around 1997, 98. And I was only 11 years old, so of course my mom would not allow me to see it. I really wanted to see it. So in 2001, she finally caved in. I finally got to see it. And I purchased it finally on VHS. Here you go. This is the copy I bought way back in 2001. And so, of course, I loved it. There you go. For that. And it's been a while since I've seen this movie, but I definitely want to see it again soon since I'm celebrating Madonna's birthday month. And then They finally released it on Blu-ray. I never actually had the DVD, but when they released it on Blu-ray, this is around the time Madonna launched her Truth or Dare fragrance in 2012. So the font is kind of stylized after that. So here's the Blu-ray. And then also got a digital copy, I think on Voodoo. Yeah, brought that a few years ago. So definitely gonna check this out again this month. And so what else? This documentary, of course, there's something else, but just that I enjoyed it. And a year later, comedian Julie Brown did kind of a spoof of this. It's called Medusa, Dare to Be Truthful. And I actually saw this way before I saw Truth or Dare for whatever reason. So this is just like a spoof on that. And I watched this again a few years ago. It's on YouTube, so check it out there if you haven't seen it. It's pretty funny. So in terms of documentaries, this is my favorite Madonna one. Years later, 14 years after this, she did the documentary I'm Going to Tell You a Secret, which I assume that one was well received, but not as much as Truth or Dare. So if you'd like me to review that one or talk about that one, let me know. I do own it and I have seen it a few times, but I guess I go back to Truth or Dare more. So when she's behind the scenes, we see different stops. Her brother appears in it, Christopher Giacone, which I actually read his book. And just a little interlude here on my Who's That Girl video. I forgot to mention that. He talked about in his book how, of course, that film was a flop, and how at the premiere, Madonna was happy when she went in, but as she came out at the premiere, she was not smiling and not happy. He talks about that. In his book, I believe it's called Life with My Sister Madonna, which I read that several years ago, and I would like to own it and read it again. So if you read that, let me know what you think of that. And so we see her family, a few of them make appearances. I believe a sister and her father and his wife, her stepmother, appear. We meet the dancers, see some of their family, and we travel many countries. Yeah. And what else? They do play a game of Truth or Dare in the movie. And from what I read, this documentary, of course, was groundbreaking at the time. And I read that it's been compared to the documentary Paris is Burning, which is groundbreaking and talks about the gay club scene and drag ball, and that was very hip at the time. So, yeah. So what else happened? We do have live performances. Some of those include Express Yourself, which my friend can tell you he loves that. When that music came on and it started, and the drums, and it was just so exciting. So we are thinking about collaborating on that for a future video with the two of us. So let us know if you'd be interested in that. What else was live? Like a Virgin. There was some controversy with that, not wanting her to perform. I believe it was in Toronto. If she stimulated masturbation on stage, she was going to be arrested. So we see what happened behind the scenes on that. And actually the Pope, I believe, urged fans not to attend her show. So, performances of that. We also see, what else? I know Keep It Together is like the concert finale, so we see that in the film. There's at least like 3 or 4 concert performances edited. One of my favorite ones is Holiday, which is my favorite Madonna song. So in this version, it's a little more edited than the actual live concert performance, but I enjoyed its release as a video to promote the film, and I enjoyed both versions. But these concert performances, like the color, it's just, I'm not sure again where these were filmed. If you know, I'm sure I've read about it before and I just forgot. But it's beautiful color. The cinematography is great on those scenes. So I love watching those. So yeah, again, this is Truth or Dare, 1991. I'm just kind of going off the cuff now. I read out of my notes. I try to just jot things down so I don't forget that I want to talk about. So yeah, as I said, I previously did Desperately Seeking Susan, Who's That Girl, so check those out. And then next, I'm doing my favorite Madonna video movie, Body of Evidence from 1993. So thank you for tuning in. My name is Jay. This is the J Zone. And this is your first time tuning in with this channel. I want it to be fun, lighthearted. I want to be a light to you and a light to the world. And if I can make you laugh and smile, then that makes me happy. And as I have in my other videos, I've been teasing some coming story times. My kidney transplant journey, so look forward to that soon. And also the time I met Michael Jackson. So look for that soon. Okay? So this is the J. I'm Jay. This was the J Zone. Thank you for tuning in. And I will see you guys later. Take care.